Yo, welcome to another episode of Guys with Balls. Today we're going to be doing week 2 predictions. We're just going to pick a few games. So let's start off with the Thursday night game, of course. Bengals versus the Browns. Who you got and why, and keep it short.
I'm going Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Just because looking at the Browns last week looked horrible. They looked out of sync and everything else. The Bengals looked cohesive enough to be able to put it together a game against the Browns, in my opinion. Well, just have to see though which quarterback makes the mistake and which one doesn't. That's going to determine this game, in my opinion.
I'm actually gonna go with the Browns. It's going to be the battle of two former number one picks. Battle of Heisman Trophy winners. I just feel like Baker Mayfield's going to try to prove himself against another young quarterback in the game. He's going to try to use the fact that he had a bad game going into last week. I mean, granted, they did play the Baltimore Ravens, who are the cream of the crop of that division, in my opinion. Yeah, I know as a Steelers fan, you don't like to hear that, but I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. I feel like Baker's gonna have a big game. I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say he throws 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Odell's about due too. Players play a little bit different in prime time.
I have the Browns. I do have Baker Mayfield playing a pretty good game. A better game than what he played the last time. Well, his last whatever. I just think I believe in Baker Mayfield. I believe Baker Mayfield. I believe that unlike previous quarterbacks that the Browns have drafted, Johnny Manziel, I feel like
absolutely. I thought he was trash in college, but everybody thought he was.
I believe in Baker Mayfield. Between Baker Mayfield and him getting the ball to Odell, I believe that Odell feels like he has something to prove. Every time Odell is in rumors and all kinds of stuff like that, he start ball. So I really believe Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham is going to have a good game. I say 3 touchdowns. I'm not going to go as far as saying 4, but I see he can throw 3 touchdowns.
All right, so I'm going to pick the – go ahead, Kurt.
I was just going to say he throwing 2 in the first quarter.
Well, listen, I got the Browns, and they're not winning because of Baker. They're going to win because of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. They're going to do some damage.
I forgot about that.
They're going to do some damage on the ground.
I forgot about both.
They're definitely going to do some damage on the ground this time. I think they're going to have at least 150, 175 yards combined. At least.
Like a bicycle with no seat. I'll let y'all picture that.
But
as long as they cover my FanDuel bets, I'm good.
So, yeah, I got the Browns, man. 28-17.
By the way, though, there are fans there at the stadium, too.
2 of them, it's 2 in the house.
Yeah, they have a lot of fans there, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns at playing it the game. Apparently, they didn't catch the memo after Kansas City fans tested positive.
Well, I mean, I'm home, and I'm not a Browns fan, so I can care less. Anyway, next game. Who else is on the docket? Docket?
Philly versus the Rams.
I mean, to be honest, even though we have success against the Rams, I'm going to pick the Rams. And you know what that means? You know what that means, right? Mm-hmm. That means the Eagles are going to win because the last 3 times I picked the Rams to beat us, we spanked them each time. I don't know. I feel like Doug Peterson just has McVay's number.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is because honestly, to be honest, I do feel like the Rams are a better team than us from top to bottom. But it just doesn't translate on the field. I don't know if we match up with them well. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. But Doug Peterson owns McVay. I mean, they win, It's always a battle, but we always wind up pulling it out. It's just miraculous.
Listen, the Rams lost last year to a man named Mason Rudolph. So
do we have the same offensive line?
Lane is supposed to be back.
That we had first game?
Lane is supposed to be back.
Okay.
But is he 100% is the question.
Lane and Miles Sanders are actually playing.
Okay.
So, Rick, who do your team play this Sunday? Since you you're so full of questions.
Steelers versus Broncos. Let's have it.
Yeah, I got the Steelers on that one.
We at home.
Y'all should win that one. The Broncos dealing with some injuries right now.
Yeah. We at home. Our top defense, in my opinion.
No Von Miller to put no pressure on them. I mean, you saying at home like this.
No, it's about the stadium. No, it's about the stadium.
They're going to be staring at a bunch of mustard packets.
No, kicking them. For some reason, Heinz Field has an end zone that is hard to kick in.
Because of the wind? Is it going to be windy?
It's a chance. It's supposed to be a cool.
And you talking about kicking. You talking about end zone like it's hard to kick in. You throw or catch touch. You throw touchdowns or you run touchdowns.
They're not getting touchdowns.
Here we go.
I'm saying it now. Broncos.
You be overhyping. You be overhyping them Steelers since I know you, and since I know you, y'all ain't win a Super Bowl.
Listen, we've had a top defense,
and we don't overhype them. They just do what they do.
Y'all first in franchise history.
Anyway, I got the Steelers winning that one. I'm not even going to say why. I just got the Steelers in that. Who the Cowboys play?
Steelers winning.
They play the Falcons.
They're not going to score a touchdown.
That's a good game.
The Cowboys and the Falcons?
Yeah, in Dallas.
In Dallas? That don't matter.
I got Julio going off.
I was going to say, I got Julio and Todd Gurley going off.
Yeah,
don't forget Calvin Ridley.
I was about to say, my fantasy man last week, Calvin Ridley, pulled through, helped me win some bucks.
You know, if Matt Ryan could be a little more accurate with the ball out and the defense act like they want to play, I would view the Falcons as a formidable team, but their defense has always been trash to me.
Listen, that whole team needs to play with a chip on their shoulders after losing in the Super Bowl the way they did.
I mean, they can't beat us.
Years ago?
Yeah, they need to be playing with a chip on their shoulders, period.
They can't beat us. We have they – I mean – they beat us last year for the first time in like 4 or 5 games, and they celebrated, and then they went on to lose, like the next 5?
You're absolutely correct. And that was in Atlanta, and then that was on some BS when we lost our receivers.
I was going to say, and if all Nelson Aguilar literally had to do was catch that ball in stride, he would have took it to the house, that game would have been over.
Facts.
Man, that's all he had to do a whole lot of games. He's a sucker for cornrows and manicure, too. Nobody got time for him.
All right, let's go to Monday Night Football here. Oakland versus the Saints.
The Saints.
And we're
in Vegas?
I'm sorry, not Oakland. The LA Raiders. My bad, everybody.
Oh, and inside the stadium, it looks like a piss bin from the outside. Bro, if you look at the stadium from the top, from the outside, it looks like one of those nurse bed-sized piss bins. Oh, like, why would they design something like that?
Like a bedpan?
Yeah.
I'm picking
the Saints.
Pick New Orleans.
The Saints.
I feel like Drew Brees has something to prove after that stupid statement he made. So I think he's trying to take as much pressure off of him because of all stuff that's going on. I feel like he's trying to take as much pressure off of him as possible. But they also got a pretty good defense.
Drew Brees got had something to prove since they won a Super Bowl against the trash behind. Who did they play? Who did they beat in the Super Bowl all them years ago?
The Colts.
The Colts. Yeah, he's got something to prove since then.
All right, let's do one more, Rick. One more.
All right, let's go. Ooh, man, these two. I don't know which one to pick. Either KC versus Chargers or the Patriots versus the Falcons. Not the Falcons. Seahawks. The Hawks. My bad. The Hawks.
Seahawks is winning that one, and then
they're gonna put a Cam. Seahawks gonna put a stop to Cam to all the scrambling. They about to sit that down.
Yeah.
Seahawks ain't playing that.
So I got Seahawks in Kansas City.
Wait, listen. And DK Metcalf is a problem, bro.
Yes.
DK Metcalf is.
Got him on my fantasy.
DK Metcalf is more than a problem.
And the Eagles
AJ Green walking off hurt already? Oh, no.
And who do we get instead, Kurt?
JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
And he's going. I'm not even gonna talk on him. Don't even know his name. He changed his name like 3 times.
Did he even get a ball thrown his way last week?
I didn't even know he was
Absolutely
on the field.
Bro, when
I
you
saw
got
when
when you
Zach-
got rookie receivers getting targets from
When
Yeah. All right.
when Zach Ertz got that touchdown, that's when I saw him.
oh damn.
I
Why,
always
'cause
see
he was
him
in the
celebrate.
vicinity?
All right. Chiefs, Chargers
I got
in
the
LA.
Chiefs. I got the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. The
I
Chargers
got
lost.
Patrick.
Chiefs
Chargers
across
lost
the board.
The Chargers lost Mike Pouncey for the season to a hip
A hip
injury,
injury, man.
and they lost one of the top defensive players last week to a gruesome foot injury. It was nasty. I saw the replay.
But yeah, listen.
I-
The reason why I got them is because I feel like Derwin James is a game changer, man, and they don't have Derwin James.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, it's
They
a
got
lot of
the
games
best
this
uniforms in
week,
football,
though.
They got the best uniforms in football though, but that ain't gonna help against the
I
Chiefs.
mean, listen, I'm 4-2
Who got
with
the
them
best
on. I'm
uniforms in
4-2
football?
with them on my Madden league that I'm in, and them
Who got the
jerseys.
best football jerseys?
The
The
Chargers.
Chargers.
I haven't seen new jerseys.
You better.
Now, who
look
got
at
the
them,
best? Who got the best helmet? To me, is a tie between the Eagles and the Bengals. I always thought the Bengals helmets was tough.
You know, the Eagle helmets don't mean nothing if your quarterback helmet always in the brown.
No, that's also true.
All right, but at the end of this week, the whole NFC East could be tied back again because Redskins ain't beating the Cardinals. The Cowboys could pull out a win. Eagles just got to pull out a win, and Giants have to beat the Bears.
The Giants not
Yeah.
beating the Bears.
I don't. Yeah, the Giants not beating the Bears.
So my prediction was for the Washington.
Khalil Mack gonna have 5
seconds.
sacks, bro.
The Washington football team was supposed to go 0-16, but for some reason they beat my team, so then they gonna go 1-15.
Well, I mean, SportsCenter said 1-15, and then it was supposed to be against the Giants that one win.
We lost to a team that ain't got no name.
Apparently, they about to have their name. Apparently,
What's your team name?
The team. Hashtag team.
Washington football team. I'm mad. NFL.com had it just as football team.
That's what it is. The job squad.
Like, this is horrible. I would rather say the W's.
The W.
Terrible. But yeah, man, those are our picks for week 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You know, tell us what your picks are. Until next week, man.